Marcus here, and welcome to our Wednesday webinar. We do Wednesday webinars every 10 a.m. every Wednesday, Eastern Standard Time here on the Affiliate Marketing Dude YouTube channel. So you don't want to miss them. But I do want to turn off my voice. Every Wednesday, Eastern Standard Time here on the Affiliate Marketing Dude. There we go. Now we're ready to go. All right, just got to mute these guys here. All right, so if you can hear me okay, please let me know by typing something in the box. And we're going to get started today talking about how to create passive income online with multiple streams with your simple sites. So if you can hear me, let me know by typing something in the box. And if you're on that page, make sure you hit play. All right, cool. Got to make sure you hit play, otherwise the webinar won't start. They changed the autoplay settings, but it does work, so you'll be good to go. All right, so if you can hear me, type something in the box. Let me know where you are listening from. Looks like we got a lot of people from Chicago, a lot of people from all over the place. So type in where you are listening from, and we'll get the show on the road here. All right, awesome. Good to see you. Tony, Ronnie, Bill, Brian, Eddie, Chuck, Kevin, Lawrence. We got Kevin from Norfolk, UK, Eddie from Chicago, Ronnie from Atlanta. We got Funnels from Phoenix. Lots of people hopping on here as well. We got Jeremy from Florida. We got Supremo from Ghana. We got Lawrence from LA. We got Brian from Austin, Texas. Another Brian from Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. I think that's what the AB is. Andrea from Silver Spring, MD, and good stuff. So what we're going to do today is we're going to talk about multiple streams of income. How do we take our little sites and build them into something that's going to create passive income? Because for me, even after doing this for over 18 years, nothing pleases me more than to wake up having made thousands of dollars while I slept, which is really cool. Right now, again, the results are not typical, implied, or guaranteed. You can see the disclaimer on the top. We don't know what you're going to make. We're just teaching you how this stuff works. So, really cool. We got Damon from Indiana. We got Erky from Ontario. We got Julie from Virginia. Oscar from Bakersfield. And what we're going to do today is kind of break it down and show you what you need to do on a day-to-day basis. Because there's two types of people in the business world. There's those that go after the quick sale, and there's those that go after long-term income. And what we're going to talk about today is long-term income. Now, some of the niches that you're going to look at might be a short-lived thing, like you guys saw the Smiley Faces and the MySpace. And those lasted maybe 4 or 5 years for me, produced a great income. But of course, once MySpace kind of died off, wasn't working anymore. But I did take home a nice 7-figure paycheck from those, so, it's kind of a trade-off. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to talk about how to get into niches that are going to last a long time, like the ones I've been doing for the last 10 years that make me anywhere from a couple $100s a day to a couple $1,000s a day or more, which is really cool. So we're going to break that down, and what we're going to do is we're going to start by getting back to the basics of what internet marketing takes. What does it really take to make money online as an affiliate marketer? What does it really take to profit online and build something that's going to pay over and over? Now, again, I want you to remember that in order to get paid over and over, you have to have a constant traffic stream. Now, you can have a constant traffic stream via email marketing. You can have a constant traffic stream via Facebook. You can have a constant traffic stream via search engines. Whatever it is, it doesn't really matter. Banner ads, whatever it is, you just need something that's going to get people back to you over and over. Now, a lot of people that are starting out, a lot of people that are watching this, are probably having a lot of confusion about which direction to take. Right? If that's you right now and you feel like you are having a struggle of what direction, like, Marcus, where do I go? Like, I know I need a niche, but how do I know it's a good one? I know I need like a good affiliate offer, but do I choose the offer first? Do I go for my passion? Do I go for what has money in it? Marcus, what do I do? And if you feel that way, type direction in the box. And I think that above all the other stuff, above all the other struggles that we have as internet marketers, affiliate marketers, I think the big issue is not knowing where to start, not knowing where to go. Like, what domain do I buy? What do I do? And the key in this call is going to be to get past all the confusion, get past all the clutter, and get you a clear-cut direction. Because you see, what happens here is a lot of people try affiliate marketing, but they never have a solid direction. So they go out there and they're like, I know I need to make money somehow. Do I check Facebook? Do I do search engines? Should I buy traffic? Should I do a blog, or should I do like a fancy site? What should I do? And the problem that they run into is the fact that when I start my marketing, I always want my market, that's my audience, to determine where I go, right? A lot of you guys noticed that I got really big into YouTube about 2 years ago. And I got big into YouTube because I started looking at it and I'm like, hey, you know what? A lot of the people who would enjoy my stuff are out there on YouTube. So notice that I didn't take my market and say, well, you know, I'm just going to do SEO because that's what people says is good. Or I'm going to do banners because that's what people says is going to be good. What I did is I said, well, what's my market? Now, where are they? Okay, and it's very important to look at because once you do this, you're going to get past all the confusion of clutter. And believe me, I know what it's like to have the info overload, to have the overwhelm, to have the struggle of saying, well, what do I do? Do I study pay-per-click? Do I study SEO banner ads? Set up a blog? Do I need to know HTML? Do I got to know PHP? What about affiliate links? Do I need to cloak my affiliate links? What about ClickBank? What about PayPal? What about all the traffic methods? What about all the software? What about auto generators? What about curated content? What about forums? What about videos? What about Facebook? What about Twitter? And everything seems confusing and cluttery. And if you feel this way, if you say, Marcus, I'm confused by like at least one of the things on that list, and if I'm honest, I'm probably confused by all of them because I have no direction and I don't know where I'm going. And we got to look at that in a real world way because if you're going to create some passive income online, you need to get past all that junk. You need to stop being like this guy looking at all this stuff and deciding based on what other people say, and you need to decide based on what your market really wants. And I want you to remember that all this stuff here, SEO, banner ads, HTML, it's all like $3 an hour work, right? So we got to look at that, and we got to say, what do we do with this? Do we want to make $3 an hour? I don't think so, right? I don't think anyone here wants to make $3 an hour, maybe passively, but not go to work for $3 an hour. And I want you to remember that busy work doesn't make money, okay? And a problem that a lot of people have is they were in a job-type environment where it didn't matter. Like, okay, you have a bad day, you don't do anything, you still get paid, right? It's like whatever. And I think studies show that the majority of the people at their job anyway are like looking at Facebook and doing other stuff while they're supposed to be working, which is fine. It's all factored into the stuff. But we got to look at it this way because when it comes to running your own show, when it comes to building passive income, the time you spent is going to be very, very important. And it's like I did in the video of the 80-20 Pareto rule, I think is how you say it, where 80% of the stuff you do is not going to produce all the results. It's the 20% that's dedicated, focused, that's going to produce the results. It's that blog post that's highly targeted to get your traffic that's going to produce the results. It's that video that's direct targeted to the people that you want to talk to that's going to get you the results. All the other stuff, all the learning, all the blog setup, all the setting up of your themes, all the trying to make your site pretty, that's not the stuff that pays. But unfortunately, that's what you guys are spending most of the time on, trying to learn, trying to do this. Now, learning is good, and good-looking sites is also good, but results are better, right? I want you to type that in. Whatever I'm doing right now, or I want you to write that on your notes. Whatever I'm doing right now, is it going to produce the results? Right? Watching this webinar, you got to look at this and say, I'm going to spend an hour and a half, 2 hours with Marcus today. Is it going to give me the result that I want? Is it going to get my brain in focus mode and teach me the things that I need to start doing on a daily basis to get results that I want? Now, I want you to realize that if you're confused right now, how many of you guys, if you were to describe your affiliate marketing, you would say, Marcus, I'm confused. Right? I'm a little confused. I want you to type in the box, say, yeah, I'm a little confused. I don't know what's going on. I'm just confused, right? I get little bits and pieces. I understand some concepts. But all in all, I'm kind of confused as to where to go, right? Type that in the box if that's you, and let's see where we're at here. Because I want to talk to you about what confusion does. Okay, lots of people. Emmer says she's confused heaps. Bob's confused. Option Out is confused. Get Found was Thomas is confused. Jeremy, looks like everyone's confused. Now, let me know if this rings a bell. Confusion leads to inaction. right? How many of you guys, because of your confusion, you're not acting on anything? You're like, because of my confusion, I don't set up a site, right? I might think a niche is good, but I don't know. And because I don't know, and because I'm confused, I'm not doing anything. I'm not doing the right action, right? I'm trying to learn more. I'm trying to fix it. And that's what this call is about, is getting you past the confusion. Because confusion leads to inaction, or worse, doing the wrong stuff. Very important. Lots of people spend a lot of time designing their blog. And it's like, that's not what pays you, right? There's lots of good, beautiful sites that look better than my sites. But my sites make money. Why? Because I'm not confused and I'm doing the right thing and I'm sending the right message to the right people and sending them the right offer that gets me paid. Now, I want you to remember, a lot of people come to me and they're like, Marcus, how do I make money online? I want to make money online. I want to make money with affiliate marketing. Money, that's what I want to do. I want to make money. Now, I want you to remember that no one makes money except governments, right? They're the only ones who make money. Money is transferred by creating an action. Okay, write that down. Money is transferred by creating an action. So if you want to get money, what do you need to do? You need to create an action. Now, I want you to remember, these are the actions that produce money. Okay, these are the actions. In affiliate marketing, you can get paid many different ways. You can get paid when someone buys something on Amazon, ClickBank, whatever. Okay, you can get paid when someone clicks on an ad. You can get paid when someone buys something. You can get paid when people download stuff. You can get paid when they fill out a lead form. You can get paid per impression. You can get paid on a free trial. You can even get paid when people call a phone number and stay on the line for like 90 seconds or something. These things pay. But the fact of the matter is you got to get the action. Creating your site, making it beautiful is not getting the action. That's busy work. Going on Facebook and checking your stuff and looking at what the latest, greatest new tactic to making money is not creating an action. Now, learning is good. I love learning, right? But we need to be creating an action. If you want to make a profit, you need to create an action. So I want you to write that down on your notes, right? I need to create an action. That's what's going to get me paid. I need to create an action. Very, very, very important. Okay, now again, write those down. The actions that produce money. I can generate a click, a sale, a download, a lead, an impression, a free trial, a phone call. Whatever it is, we need to go through and make that work. Okay, we need to get those actions. That's what's going to put the money in your bank account. None of the other stuff matters. Okay, I'll be straight up with you. Nothing else matters other than getting an action. You can spend 3 days making a beautiful site with beautiful content, with beautiful blogs. I can spend 10 minutes making a blog post or a forum post or a post on something like Quora and answer a question. I can make money in about a couple hours or 10 minutes or whatever. Again, I don't know when you're going to make money. We're just telling you some of the results I've gotten. And I can go do that and I can make money like that without the beautiful site, without the stuff. Why? Because I'm doing an action. I'm creating an action deliberately based on what people are looking up, deliberately based on what people are searching for. You see, here's the deal. The internet is all about research. Okay, people go to research. Facebook. Well, if I Marcus on Facebook, I'm just going to check out what my friends are doing. That's research. You're researching what your friends are doing, right? Oh, Marcus, well, I go on YouTube to watch videos. Good. You're researching good videos to watch, okay? Now, you might find silly videos that are just entertaining, but that's fine. You still did research and you still had an interaction with the search engine at YouTube to get that. When you search on Google for things, like the example I did just a couple days ago with the video where my pool stuff blew up, right? I went and researched what the hell made this blow up? How do I keep it safe? Do I need to replace it? Boom, research. Now, if you spend the time doing the busy work, you're never going to answer the question. What's the question? Yes, Marcus, go spend $1,000, replace your pool stuff. That was the answer. And someone got paid. Just a couple weeks ago, we were researching cars to buy. My wife wanted a new SUV. I did research. We looked at a few. I didn't even go to a dealer. I did all the stuff online, and they delivered the car to my house. $60,000 transaction. Boom. Why? Because of the research. Now, lots of other dealerships had really good sites with really good pictures and 3D walkarounds of the car, right? And their action they want is people to come into the dealer. Is it effective? Probably not. What's effective is getting the right offer right in front of the right person, right? You don't know. It might not even be someone looking for a sale. A lot of people make the misconception that everyone wants a good deal, right? There's Ferrari owners and Lamborghini owners. They don't care. They're like, whatever, the sticker price is what it is. Yeah, you marked it up. Cool, I'll take it. Why? Because I want it. I don't really care, right? Some people are like that. Some people are not. You have to really, really, really work at it, okay? We're going to mute Blue Hecker because I think he's going to try to spam us. There we go. Okay, cool. All right. So that's the deal, right? Money favors speed. Money favors speed. Now, a lot of people say, Marcus, I want to make money fast. I want to move fast. I want to get it. I want results now. Okay? And the idea here is money favors speed. I know a lot of people like to take a lot of time. They think affiliate marketing takes forever. I watched a video yesterday of some guys saying how to create an income in 24 months. And I'm like, I don't even know what I'm going to be doing in 2 years. So I don't want to do that. I want to start now, and I want it to still be making me money 2 years from now. Right? I want to do that. I want to favor the speed. I want to go through and I want to say, how do I get in here? How do I get something done fast? Because I know that if you get some kind of result fast, you're going to be hooked. Just like I was. You're going to be hooked. You're going to say, Marcus, this stuff works. I'm going to go through it. It might be $3. It might be $300. It might be 3,000. Whatever it is, you're going to get in there and you're going to say, I need to get this because I saw the speed. So money favors speed. You got to move fast. Sorry, my nose is itchy today. I think it's allergies or something. Money favors speed. You got to move fast or get left behind. Here's how it starts, right? It's like a little plant. It's like a little seed. Starts with a seed. The seed is your idea or your niche market. Okay, you got an idea. What do I do? Am I going to go and make a site about gardening? Am I going to make a site about how to find directions, how to buy cars? What am I going to do? Okay, I start with my seed, my idea or niche. Then the next step, you want to find a way to profit with it. How am I going to make money for long term? How am I going to build this up so I get sales all the time? How am I going to get it paid for this? Right? An idea is great. And a lot of people say, I got the best idea. Marcus, my idea is great. And they come to me and they tell me their idea. And I'm like, well, what are you going to do with it? And they're like, I don't know. It's just a great idea. I think people want to buy these t-shirts. Or I think people want to do this thing. Or I think everyone wants this. And I'm like, well, if everyone wants it, then you ought to be able to sell it. And see, where it happens is you have to put the test. You have to put the rubber to the road, and you have to say, am I willing to test this? Because a lot of people have good ideas, but they're not going to throw money at it. They're not going to test it. They're not going to go get traffic. They're not going to do the right work to make it work because deep down, they really don't believe it. Deep down, they think it's just another idea, and they want to fantasize and hope that it's going to work. Now here at Affiliate Marketing Dude, I don't like to take that approach. I like the approach of let's put it in front of people and let's see if it works. Okay, if it works, then let's go buy inventory. Then let's go start everything up. Then let's go be doing this stuff big. And the internet allows you the ability to test your market extremely cheap and even free. Right? You could test your market extremely easy, extremely free. Brian says my landing page video is awesome. Thanks for that. We're actually redoing that shortly. But that's the deal, right? We need to be willing to test it. Are you willing to test? Right? Are you willing to test it? And you know what? Your market might say, your site sucks. And they're not going to say it like that. They're not going to come to you and say that. They're just not going to click on the things that you put in front of them. So we have to go through and we have to focus and we have to make it work. So it starts with a seed. Then we go and we find a way to profit with it. Then we plan our work and we work our plan. What's our plan? What are we going to do? How are we going to get traffic? How are we going to get in front of these people? Then we set it up. We see what they respond to. Okay, what did they click on? Okay, just yesterday I sent out a survey. A lot of you guys saw the little survey thing. It looked like this. Well, not this. It looked like, let's see here. Looked like, you know what? It's on Simple Sites Bootcamp. I sent this survey out, okay, and I was like, I don't know, maybe people will fill it out, maybe they won't. I had a good hunch that some people would fill it out,
But we have to go there and we have to look at it and say, okay, will people fill this out? And I found out actually a lot of people did fill this out. A lot of people were interested in our Simple Sites Bootcamp, right? So that's how I test. If I didn't test it, I wouldn't know. And Eddie said he filled it out. A lot of you guys probably did, right? Then we go through, we drive traffic. So I sent some traffic and I said, what did they do? What did they respond to? All right, if they went down here and they skipped the survey and they clicked on this stuff, I would know that people don't want my survey, right? That's pretty simple, okay? If they clicked on this one and not these two, I'd know they were interested in making money instantly, not the other stuff. Very simple, right? A lot of people try to overcomplicate this, and that's what they do, and they don't get anywhere because they're just overcomplicating it. All I do for a living is put things in front of people, hope that they click, but I have a good idea that they will, and try to fix something that's going to match what they want, right? Are they looking for a way to stop their dog from biting? Well, maybe they want something quick. Maybe they don't want to buy a book. Or maybe they do want to buy a book. Let's test it out. Let's see. But the problem is that so many people, they set something up and they never have the guts to actually test it. They never do the work of trying to get the people there. They're focused on the busy work. They're focused on the, I'm going to change my header. I'm going to change my outline. I'm going to change the background color. I'm going to, I got to put this plugin on. I got to make it fancy in the ClickFunnels or the Kartra. I got to do this. I got to do that. Guys, I test these things with a simple little thing. Boom, done. Is it going to work? If I set up an order form, let's not spend too much time on it. Let's see if people focus, right? Very, 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 very important. We're going to get rid of the vandal. We've got a lot of advertisers in here today, so we're just going to hide them. Okay. You can advertise your stuff on your own. If your product is that great, go put it in front of people. Go test your market with paid traffic. Spend $100. If you're not willing to spend $100 and you want to come on YouTube and spam, that's not good. 1, YouTube doesn't like it. 2, I don't like it. 3, it's not your targeted audience. Go find your targeted audience. It's not that hard to do. Guys, you could literally get traffic in 5 minutes. Like, imagine that. You're like, Marcus, traffic is what's struggling. I got the best site in the world. It's because I can't get traffic. Good. Spend $100, go to Bing, get traffic, and come back and tell me how good your idea was, right? Chances are you probably won't do it because you're afraid of what the market's going to say. I'm not afraid of what the market's going to say. I don't care, right? If you guys say, I don't want to buy this product, guess what? I'm going to go find the product that you do want to buy, and I'm going to give it to you because I'm an affiliate marketer. I'm here. I can market whatever I want to you within my ethics, within my moral guideline. I can market whatever I want to you. So if you stop buying my stuff, I'm going to go through and it'd be like, well, go buy John's stuff because I'm not married to it. I don't care what you buy as long as it's something that's going to help you and as long as it's something that pays me. Very important, okay? You got to have that mindset. If you have this mindset of, my thing is the greatest, I spent so much time and money making this product, good, go test it. Well, we're not ready yet. We're in the phase. Like, so many people come to me, right? And they go through and they're like, Marcus, should I make my site live? What the hell is the point of having a website if you're not going to make it live? Like, seriously, what are you waiting for? Go do it. Make sure your terms and stuff are lined up, but go flippin' do it, right? Go get the traffic if you really believe it's going to work. And that's where it comes to. Like, you guys know I have the courage of my convictions. I know this stuff works. I put the money out there. I do the stuff. Last month, most of my, I think it was 50% of my income was just from affiliate sites, right? And we look at this and people say, well, Marcus, why do you teach affiliate marketing if you could just go make money? Because I can make even more teaching and I can help people out. The success stories we get are great. Stop worrying about what other people are doing and start worrying about what your market wants. So you start with your seed. You find a way to profit. You plan your work and you work your plan. And notice, this stuff is real world stuff that you can take to the bank right now, figuratively speaking. You could set this up and you can start getting results by the end of the day, right? You could get a domain, you could set it up. Literally takes like less than an hour. Not hard to do. You just have to know who you're talking to. And that's the deal. Do I know who I'm talking to? Do you guys know who you're talking to, or are you just setting up websites? That's where it really, really gets in there. Amilo Chan says, I need to improve my site. No, you need to figure out what your market wants. That's the only way to improve your site. right? You say, oh, I need to make my site look better. No, you don't. You need to figure out what your market wants. Because here's the deal. If I'm in the desert and you've been walking in the desert for 5 days or 5 hours or whatever, I think for me it'd take about 5 minutes, right? You get out there and you're like, okay, you're going to go there, okay? And you're in the desert and you come to me and you're like thirsty and you've been around the desert and you need something to drink, right? And I come to you and I say, I'm going to sell you this water. And I sell you this water, okay? Now, let me ask you, are you going to care what color the cup is? Are you going to care how pretty the cup is? Are you going to want a little handle? Are you going to want a little straw with an umbrella? Are you going to care if I charge you $1,000, which would not be ethical? That'd be terrible. But think about it, right? This is the deal. If you get people in need of something, you don't need a fancy site. You don't need a fancy message. All you need to do is say, got water. That's it, right? Like the guy at the ball field, peanuts. You want the peanuts? You're going to yell to the peanut guy. And guess what? You didn't even want the peanuts till he came around, and you were psychologically conditioned to want peanuts at the baseball game. And because they're like $8, you get them anyway, right? And you're like, here we go. That's the deal. What does he have? He has stuff for hungry people that are sitting in the outside, baking hot, watching a ball game that's kind of boring, and you need peanuts for something to do, right? But the ball games are good. It's just a lot of downtime. So we got to look at that. It doesn't matter what your site looks like. It doesn't matter how fancy things are. What matters is, do you have the right message to the right people? So here's what you do, right? Drive some traffic to your site, see what they respond to. It's all a test, right? I think I know what people want, but at the end of the day, I don't know till you click on it. I have no idea, right? I got a little bit of a hypothesis saying I think these people would want this. And it's usually a pretty good guess because I've been doing this a long time, but I really don't know till they actually do it. So we see what they respond to. Then what do? We don't go fixing things up. We don't go doing all the junk. We do more of what works. I spent about 2 minutes with someone on Facebook. She was like, Marcus, can you help me? I don't have the money for your products. Can you help me? I'm like, whatever. I got 5 minutes. Tell me your thing. She's like, here's what I'm doing. I want to do search engine. I want to pay for traffic. I said, that's not going to work on paid traffic. I'll tell you right now, it's not going to work. She's like, yeah, I tested it. It doesn't work. I'm like, yeah, I know it's not going to. She's like, well, I got good results doing Facebook instant messaging to people in my group, and I got sales. And I'm like, okay, go do more of that and automate it. She did. She's like, whoa, look at this. And she posts a picture. She's got all these envelopes she's sending out because she did more of what works. Right? So many people forget to do more of what works. If you have a site that's working, get more traffic. You'll make more money. And I wish that made me sound smarter than I was, but it really doesn't. Right? Very, very important. Now, Oliver has a good question. He says, Marcus, can you please explain why should we start with a good niche and not from a good offer? Because the niche is where it's at. Right? If I took water and I went to Eskimos, or if I took ice and went to like Eskimo places, and I was like, you want to buy some ice? They'd be like, no, I don't want ice. I'm like, no, you don't get it. This is the best ice. We purified it. We went through a process. We actually use this fancy stuff to make this ice the best possible. And he points at his igloo and he's like, dude, seriously? That's why you don't start with a product. Because you need to start with the market. If I'm going to the desert market, I'm going to sell water. If I'm going to the Eskimo market, I'm going to sell hot chocolate. Very important. Okay, you got to look at it this way. And does that make sense to everyone? I hope you just got like a little aha moment of, wow, I get it. Right? That's the deal. Also, when you start with a product first, you're dealing with the same competition that everyone else is, and you're limited by what you can provide. Now, there's methods that I teach that are going to show you how to circumvent this, but it's very important. Okay? Now, here's the deal. Do more of what works. Keep the profits. Boom, done deal. So, here is a fact that people might not like. Right now, on the internet, someone is making money. Okay, so I don't care like what the backstory you tell yourself is. Okay, I care about your story and I care about what you come from and what you struggle with, but the backstory you tell yourself, I don't care. Because the backstory goes something like this. Well, Marcus, you know, I tried to do affiliate marketing and I can't make it work. I think that people like you are the only ones that make money. I think that there's a lot of scams and a lot of junk, and I just don't think it's going to work for me. Okay? You can have all the excuses why it won't work, but someone else is making money while you're making excuses. Someone else is doing it. Someone right now is out there with a stupid little site about how to knit things, and they're making money. Someone's out there with a stupid little site about pool pumps and pool filters, and they're making money. Someone's out there with a site about cats, and they're making money. Someone's out there with a stupid site where they do pranks, and they're making money. So all the excuses in the world don't matter. What you need is one reason it will. Right? That's what they told me when I went into alcohol rehab 4 years ago. Been 4 years sober now. And they said, you know what? You can have all the reasons it won't work, but all you need is one that it will. All you need is one good reason that it will. That's it. Someone is making money right now. Why aren't you? Here's what you got to do. You got to do the hard work. Notice I didn't say busy work. Notice I didn't say a lot of work. Notice I didn't say extremely hard. You got to do the hard work that's worth doing. And you need to focus on two things. Here's two things, right? All the confusion, all the junk doesn't matter because we're going to focus on two things. One, your traffic method. That's one, right? The little cars there, that's your traffic method. Two, your conversion. Okay? Getting people in, getting them to take action. But Marcus, what about SEO? What about pay-per-click? What about banner ads? What about... I didn't say that. I said traffic method, right? I don't care where you get your traffic. You can get them off the highway if you want. It doesn't matter. What matters is who are they? What do they want? That's all that matters. Then once you know that, you're like, well, I can get SEO for that. Good. I could do Facebook. They're all on Facebook. Or I could do YouTube, right? Where are they? That's it. Your traffic will your market will determine your traffic method. The second thing you need to focus on is conversion. How do I get my traffic to do something? Getting people to take action. And remember, I told you in the beginning, making money is by creating an action. Very simple. Making money is by creating an action. So that's what you do. Then you're going to make a plan of action and stick to it. You're going to go to where your target audience is. Okay, you're going to go there. Very, very, very important. Weight loss. Go ahead and ask that question in about 10 minutes. Okay? Re-ask it. Just copy and paste it in 10 minutes. All right? So we got to go to where our target audience is. Okay? Are they hanging out on YouTube? Are they hanging out on Facebook? Are they searching on Google? Are they watching videos? Are they buying other people's products? Are they on forums? Are they on other websites? Are they reading email? Are they on dating sites? Where are they? Right? Where are your people? Very, 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 very important. Now, if you were going to go to battle, okay, would you just send one guy? Like if you were going to battle and you were like, okay, I'm the commander. I got to direct this stuff. We're going to go to battle. Okay, are you just going to be like, hey, Tom, put your hat on. You're going to battle. There's going to be 10,000 people down there ready to do you in. But I'm just going to send you because you're our best one. Or are you going to send a bunch of people? Okay, you're going to send a bunch of people? Or are you going to send one? Right? Are you going to have one blog post? Or are you going to have a bunch of blog posts? You make one video? Or are you going to have a bunch? And you're going to want your guy going to battle to be trained. You're going to want him to know what to do. Just like your blog posts. You're going to want them to be focused on what people are searching for. You're going to want them to be focused on the right traffic method. You're going to want them to be focused on what's working. Very important. Because a lot of people try this and they send one thing out and it doesn't work. And they're like, this internet marketing thing doesn't work. You got to test out a lot of things, not just one. Testing is the key to marketing. You judge the results. You challenge the control. You look at what works. You say, hey, you know what? This got me one sale. Can I do a little bit better and make 2 sales a day? Or 5 or 10? Right? Just a couple years ago, I changed the look of my order form. And I was using the regular templated order form. And then I changed it. And our sales tripled. Boom. Just like that. I was like, oh, hey, that's cool. Right now I make triple the money with the same amount of traffic by testing one thing. Now, we've gone through some hard-hitting stuff. Let's try to daydream a little bit. Okay, I want you guys to daydream a little bit. I want you to think about your goals and what you want. Okay, think about what you want. What do I want? Do I want to make $100,000 a year? Do I want to have passive income that makes me money over and over while I don't do anything? Right? Do I want to make $1,000 a year, $1 million a year? What do I want? And I want you to not only visualize what you want, but I want you to visualize what it's going to do for you. Right? So if you want to make $1 million a year, I want you to picture yourself in the house on the lawn chair with your computer having just made a bunch of money. Right? Relaxing, whatever you want your life to look like. Or maybe you're on a boat, or maybe you've paid off all your bills and you feel good about it. I want you to visualize it. And when you have that visualization and the number in your head, I want you to type visual, and then I want you to put the number. Okay, very important. Okay, type that in. I'll try to light my cigar. It doesn't seem like it wants to. Okay, once you have that, type visual in the box and put the number you want. If it's 30 grand a year, 100 grand a year, whatever. And be realistic. I know a lot of people are like, as much as I want. Well, that's cool, but, you know, you need to focus, okay? Cool. Brian, I just told you, don't put as much as you can. Restate that. Okay, visual 100% or 100,000 says Brian. Get found says 250. Emmer says 10,000 a month. Option out says 50,000. 12,000, 500 grand, 100,000, 100,000. Okay, good. Now we visualize that. And then we break it down to what we want. Okay, now visual, New Vision says 100 million a year. Okay, well, where are you going to start? Okay, if you want to make 100 million a year, I'm probably not the guy to teach you that. You might want to go to like Warren Buffett or Bill Gates or something like that. If you want to make like $1 million a year, I could teach you that. Okay, again, I don't know what your results will be, but I can teach you what to do to get where you want to go. All right, so now I want you to visualize that. And again, make it something realistic. If you say 100 million and if you still haven't made your first dollar online, all right, focus on your first 1,000. Don't focus on something crazy. Focus on something simple that you can do. Then what I want you to do is I want you to break it down. Okay, break it down. So I want to get a daily goal based on 365 days a year. So if you want to make 100 grand, your goal is going to be 274 a day. If you want to make 10 grand, $27 a day. You want to make $1 million, there's a typo there, but it's $2,700 a day. Okay, that's what you do. You break it down. Then you plan how you're going to get it, right? If you're selling something that pays you $27, then you need to sell 10 a day to make 100 grand. Pretty simple. Right? So we look at it. If you want to make $1 million, you sell 100 of them a day. Very simple. Okay, or if you're doing downloads or something, like I did the Smiley site, which, disclaimer, the Smiley offer is no longer around. They have something similar, but it's not the Smiley offer. When I did the Smiley offer, I was like, okay, if I make one Smiley a day, if I sell one or give one away, I'll make $274. That's $1,000 a year. If I give away 10 a day, that's $10,000 a year. 100, on and on we go. Now, when I was doing the Smileys, we were doing about 1,000 to 2,000 a day, making a lot of money, right? And a lot of people look at this, they're like, what's stopping me from making money? It's the stupid little happy face, or the stupid little product that you want to sell, or getting people to sign up for web hosting, or getting people to buy something, or click something, or fill out a form, or call a number, or whatever it is, right? That is what's stopping you. So you look at your goal, and you say, well, Marcus, I'm confused, so that's what's stopping me. No, it's not. Selling stuff's what's stopping you. The guy at the car dealer who's like, I need to make more money for my family, what's stopping him? Going and finding people that want to buy more cars. That's what's stopping you. Okay, you could sit there and say, no one's coming into the store. Okay, well, go get people to come into the store. Go find people with busted up cars and say, did you know you can have a new car with nothing down? Come on over and check out these cars. Right? Do what you got to do to make it work. Is it because, oh, Marcus, no one's coming and visiting my website? Well, whose fault is that? It's your fault. No one visits your website because no one cares about what you have to say. Right? They care about what they want to read. So give them what they want to read. Very important. Like, I've had hard times with this in the past personally because I look at it and I'm like, okay, well, what do people want? And oftentimes in the affiliate marketing space, people just want, like, I just want to push a button and get rich. And no matter what I teach them, that's what they want to do. It doesn't exist, right? And I look at it and I can get mad and say, oh, well, you know, the wrong people are coming in. Or I could say, you know what? I know there's some people out there that want what I have. So instead of marketing to the crowd that says make money online free, I'm going to market to the crowd that knows that they want personal mentoring. Like J-Bro says, do you offer personal mentoring? Yes, at the end of this call, we're going to open up a page where you can learn about personal mentoring from me. It's a course that I haven't done in about 5 years, but we'll talk about how you can get in on that. And we got to look at that and say, I need to go to the people that want what I have to offer, right? You need to go to the people that want what you have to offer, or you need to give what the people want to the people. Okay, very important. Two things. Like you look at it, and personally, I hate reality TV. I think it's the biggest waste of time. I'm tired of seeing singing competitions on the TV. I'm like, does everyone in America sing except for me? Does everyone join? I don't care about them. Personally, I don't give a rip. But the fact of the matter is that those shows sell a lot of Coca-Cola. That's why they're on the air, because people watch them. Okay, if people stop watching them, they'd give you a show that you did want to watch. Very important. Right? This is how they find these things out. They did a little test. They're like, I think people would like cooking shows. I do like cooking shows. And they found out it worked. And they're like, boom, that's what they put in front of you. Very important. So here's the deal. This is what's stopping you. One product, one sale, one phone call, one download every day. And to get passive income, you focus on it. You build something that's going to get the people every day. Just like when I did the Smiley Faces and I found out people wanted mean smiley faces. So I made a page about mean smiley faces. Made me about $75 a day. Then I went and I made a page about 3D smiley faces and little smiley faces that say curse words and things and things and things. And there you go. Like Tony says, $15,000 a month is $500 a day. Need to make 50 sales of a $10 offer or get something that's more expensive. It's just as easy to sell a $1,000 product as it is to sell a $1 product. It's just as easy. I'm telling you from experience, I do it all the time. It's actually easier. Today, when people join a Simple Sites Bootcamp, I'm going to get really good customers. They're going to be people that are dedicated, that want to work, that want to focus, that want to pay attention, and want to get results, right? That's an easier sale than getting 100 people who buy a $30 product, who don't really want to do it, who are going to complain, who aren't going to focus. It's just as easy. And check it out. If I want to make the amount of people for boot camp, so let's say we have the boot camp, if I want to sell $30 products, I would need to sell 42 people or just one good one. Think about that. Right? You want to deal with 30 people or do you deal with one? Like the guy selling Lamborghinis. The guy comes in, he's like, okay, I want the red one and I want those pipes on it. And he's like, well, that one's $1.2 million. Okay, here. You go to the Toyota, they're like, well, the guy down the street has this for, $5 off and I got an APR of this and I can get this and I want the one with the steering wheel and I don't want to pay anything. And he did all that work to sell a $10,000 car. Personally, I'd rather sell the $1 million car, right? The guy's never going to complain. He knows what he's getting. He doesn't care. It's like, there it is. He doesn't care about warranties or whatever. Those things have the shittiest warranties in the history known to man. But they want it because it says Lamborghini on it. And that's an easy sell. Very, 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 very important. And TA says, that's so true. I used to sell real estate. Selling a cheap house needs as much work as an expensive one, sometimes more. Exactly. The guy who wants the house on the cliff overlooking the ocean, you don't need to sell him 10 houses. That's the one on the damn cliff. That's the one he's going to buy. Very simple. So you could spend your time messing around. You can sell cheap stuff. And here's the deal. Not everyone responds to cheap. Not everyone responds to cheap. Sometimes you can be the best salesperson by offering the most expensive product. You just have to position it differently. Now, the smiley faces are a different case. Obviously, that was something free, and it paid me, so it works. So the question is what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Are you going to let something like a silly smiley face or a simple sale stop you from your goals? Are you going to let all this confusion stop you, or are you going to go through and be like, I know what I got to do. I'm going to go do it. Here's step 3. You plan how you're going to get it. All right, here's your plan. You're like, how am I going to get the traffic? Okay, well, what do I want? Like these people on YouTube, they're like going for how to make money for young teens. I'm like, I don't want to do that. They don't have any money. I don't want to sell to them. It's a different crowd. I want to go to the people who are like, I'm 50, I'm tired of my stuff, I want to make money. Or I'm 30 and I've been at a job and I'm not getting anywhere and I got some cash to invest and I really want to do this, right? Think about your market. So few people think about this because they're so focused on traffic. If 1 million people came to my website, someone's going to buy something. Yeah, probably. But do you want to sell 5 things to 1 million people when it took you all that work to get 1 million people? I don't. Right? I want to go and be like, boom, here's 50 people looking at Smiley Faces every day. I could get 5 of them to download it, and it takes me about an hour to set it up. Boom. Then tomorrow I do another one. Or I could go through and I can find people looking up shopping carts. And they're like, I want a WordPress shopping cart. And I could teach them why Kartra or ClickFunnels is better than a WordPress shopping cart. And I could make $50 a month for a long time with one simple solution. Are you guys having an aha moment here? Saying, wow, I didn't really think of that because I always thought traffic was traffic was traffic. If I get enough traffic, I'll make some sales. A lot of people think that way, but that's not the case. Then we say, will I direct link or will I make a site? How am I going to build the site? What does it need to look like? Well, if it's a smiley face site, it should be colorful and happy and should have little pictures of the little smileys they can download. Very simple. If I'm going to do one about shopping carts, I should have the top shopping carts, and then I should say why mine is the best. Very simple. It's like, okay, here's some other ones. By the way, this is best because of this. Very simple. Where am I going to get the content? Am I going to make it or am I going to outsource it? Usually better to make it, but you can outsource it too. How am I going to increase conversions? How am I going to scale it? Right? If I'm going to make one sale a day of a $50 a month product where I get $50 a month or 40 or whatever, how do I get one sale a day? If I do that at the end of the month, I'm making $1,500 a month passive. At the end of the month too, I'm making even more and more and more. And how do I build and grow and grow and build? Very simple. You break it up, you go and you refine. I can do better in a niche with 100 people a day than you can in one with 1 million people a day because I know what I'm doing. You got to know what you're doing. And if you know what you're doing with the 1 million people a day, hats off to you. Go do it. Right? Very important. But you might say, Marcus, that's so hard. I mean, come on. I can go to ClickBank or Warrior Forum and I can get an automated software or a secret underground ebook for like $37 and it's going to make me rich. It's guaranteed. Well, if you've ever seen Tommy Boy, they know all they sold you was a guaranteed piece of shit. It's not going to get you where you want to go. Are you really thinking that a $37 ebook has all the answers to make everything work for you? Or do you think it's going to take more, right? We got to get real here. We got to focus. And you just need to get to work. Whether you join Bootcamp today or whether you never do, which I hope you do, it'll make life a lot easier, you need to focus on the right stuff and you got to get to work. It's not hard. You just got to start in the right direction. The direction is difficult because you got to look at it and say, what is my direction? Where am I going to start? Then you got to take some shots. Wayne Gretzky, the greatest hockey player of all time, said, I miss 100% of the shots I don't take. If I don't shoot at the goal, the puck's never going to go in there. Never. I don't care how good your hockey stick is. I don't care if you have gold-plated hockey sticks and gold-plated hockey skates. I don't care if you are the fastest skater in the world. If you never take a shot, it's never going to hit the net. Done deal. So take a lot of shots, right? Take good shots. Know that they're going to work. You don't sit there at the back of your side of the court and try to hit it over. You go up there where the goalie is and you try to hit it in there and you try to make it work. Very important. Like Bai says, I have an ad on Facebook, 2,700 reach, 2,900 impressions, 125 clicks, a couple of comments and shares, but no sales. Why is that? Because it's probably the wrong market, and you're never going to know after just 125 clicks on Facebook. 125 clicks on Facebook is not going to show anyone anything. But the fact of the matter is it's probably the wrong group, right? It's probably the wrong group. Go test it. Go look at your right market. Get the right audience that you want. That's why Facebook is good, because I can refine the audience I want. I could say I want people that are interested in affiliate marketing that make over $100,000 a year. Okay, I could do that. Or I could do affiliate marketing and I'll get a bunch of people in like third world countries that don't have credit cards, that can't buy my stuff, that just want money online. Okay, who do you want? Like, you want the guy with the means to buy your product? Or do you want everyone because the internet's so great and I just want lots of traffic? Get real. You need the people you want, right? Am I going to sit at the end of the court and try to whack the hockey puck in? No. I'm going to go as close as I can to the goalie. I'm going to try to fake him and whoom, slap that thing in there and try to get it in. Very important. So we got to take the shots. We got to make this work. All right, so here's the deal. I want to show you exactly how this works, and I want to tell you exactly what to do. Right? How many of you guys are like, Marcus, I just kind of want you to tell me exactly what to do. I want you to be like, yeah, go to this niche, do this, set this up. Okay, and then when I come back, I'm like, I got 125 clicks, and I got a sale. Okay, good. What got the sale? Let's find out who the person is who bought, and let's duplicate that and make that your audience so you get an audience of a bunch of people who want to buy. Right? How many of you guys are like, I want you to teach me exactly what to do? And the key to passive income is the evolution of a simple site. Okay, you look at it, you're like, Marcus sets up little sites in an hour and gets results. Yay! Great! Fun! And that is great, and that is fun, and that is yay, but we need to find a way to duplicate it. And that's what simple sites are about, is finding the market that works, duplicating what works. When I went into Smiley's, I didn't just set up a site in 45 minutes and make $300 a day. I did, but I didn't just do that. After it made $300 a day, I was like, I know I could probably make $5,000 a day. And I duplicated what worked, and I focused, and I got that sucker up to $5,000 a day. Very cool. But it wouldn't have worked if I didn't test it. And it wouldn't have worked better if I didn't say, what's working, let's duplicate it. So what I want to do is I want to show you how to make this work, because you can add value to the marketplace and get rich. And I know a lot of people say add value, and a lot of people have no idea what the hell that means. How do you add value to people looking up smiley faces? Like, seriously, how do you add value? It doesn't make any sense, right? But there is a way to add value. And the way is to break it up and show them the little smileys they can get, and then show them how to download it. Boom, done deal, right? Bai says he has a 9 out of 10 relevance score. I don't care. Relevance doesn't matter. I can make a page totally relevant to people looking up how to run faster. And it could be a great guide about how to run faster. And it could be totally relevant. And I could be spending money on traffic and driving it to them. They could say thank you. They could say, woohoo, I like this article. That's great. And they could pat me on the head and say, good little article. Thank you for spending money, getting traffic, and sharing your article with me. That's great. I run faster now. But if it doesn't sell, nothing matters. I don't care how relevant it is. It doesn't matter because it's not selling. You need to sell. Very important. You got to get out there. At the end of this webinar, if everyone says, Marcus, that was a great webinar. Congratulations, man. I love your stuff. If you guys don't buy anything, doesn't matter how relevant it is, right? Because we're here to sell stuff. We're here to get people to take the action that makes money. We're not here to just share information. Now, I hope you guys like this information. I hope you get good value. And I hope you see, hey, you know what? Marcus is the guy to go with. I need to sign up for one of his courses because he's going to show me how it works, just like he did with the other people who signed up with him 5 years ago when he had a great successful group, including the people who have videos all over the place that are saying, dude, I'm making money with this. It's awesome. And you got to look at it, right? That's the goal. I have a one-sided approach here. I'm teaching you so that you buy. I think about that. Education sells. Very, very, very important. So what I want to do is I want to take you through this process and show you how to work it in a real-world way. And I want you to learn to add value and get rich. Now, the Simple Sites Bootcamp is a 16-week course, okay? I put the first 8 weeks up here so you could see them. The last 8 weeks are kind of stealthy tactics that I don't want to reveal, but we're going to reveal them for those that sign up. But week number 1 is about finding your in-need niche. You're going to find a niche of people who need something, right? Like, how do I find the people who need something? Then I'm going to go there, and I'm going to select the right medium. That is how am I going to reach them. And I'm going to tell you what to do. You're going to go through, you're going to come on a webinar with me every week. It's a private webinar with just the bootcamp people. And you're going to be like, I found this niche. I think they need this. Good. We're going to select a medium. I'll say, hey, do this medium because that's what they want. And I'm going to show you how to research it so you know how to do it, right? Everything's going to be about walking you through it, but also showing you how to do it yourself so you could do this over time, over and over and over again, so that you just come to me to say, hey, how do I do better? Right? That's it. That's all we want. We want to give you the wheels. We want to give you the landing page or the landing strip to take off from. There we go. Right? That made sense. Select the right medium. Week number 3. how to do your structure. How do you structure your message for your market? How does BuyTube go out there and say, well, my thing's not working. It's not working because you're structuring your message wrong. Okay, week number 4, we're going to build a resource in our market. That's right. By week number 4, you are going to have a resource. Who cares, right? Big deal, I have a resource. Well, I care, because a resource is something that you're going to learn to use to make passive resource or passive income. You're going to use your resource, and it's going to be something of value that your marketplace wants. Maybe a tool, a plugin, a report, an article, a calculator, whatever it is. We're going to build something your market wants so they come back to you. Right now, there are people on the top of Google who built resources years ago, whether it's a calculator, right? And they're getting mortgage traffic for free because they built a resource. Free. They're out there. There's people out there who built a page about how to get web hosting that are making thousands of dollars a day selling web hosting. All they did is make a simple resource. That's it. Simple resource. So let's stop looking at our stuff as content, and let's start looking at it as resources. And let's start positioning it to people who want what we have to use. They want it. They want to read it. They want to use the calculator. Can you make a resource better? Right? Like Joe McCready says, digital assets. That's what this is about, is creating digital assets. How many of you guys want digital assets that pay you over and over and over and over again? Whether it's a video, a blog post, an article, a PDF report. You want something that's going to pay you over and over and over. And you want these little people like we talked about earlier. You're going to go into battle with one guy, or you're going to put a lot of things out there. Week number 5, we're going to set up your offers and time to test it and start making some money. Week number 6, we're going to do more testing. Week number 7, we're going to get involved and get the plugins on our site. Week number 8, we're going to ramp it up and start making this thing scale. Very, very cool. Now, we're also going to have 8 other weeks that are going to show you some things that I've never really taught before, except in a very private setting. So we're going to go through 16 weeks. You're going to learn from me directly. Now, here's some bonuses we're going to do as well. I'm going to show you how to get money online fast. Now, I don't know when you're going to make money or if you're ever going to make money, but I'm going to show you what I do to make this work fast. We're going to show you quick traffic methods, quick video methods, screen cams and webinars, list building, and money getting tactics that you're going to finally see how everything fits together so you can profit. No more floundering around, no more junk. This is boot camp time, and it's going to be treated like a boot camp. So you're going to go in, you're going to get the real world stuff that's going to work for you. You're going to learn content creation, site setup, backlinking, product creation, high search rankings, and more. And we're going to give you a bonus where you're going to join a live 2-day hands-on workshop with me personally here in Orlando, Florida, which is cool. Now, if you can't make it, ask for one of our other bonuses, and you'll also be live streamed into it. We'll have a private live stream where you can kind of be there live, but you just won't be sitting there. Okay? But really cool. So there's going to be a bonus where you're going to come and learn from me live in Orlando. Okay? Now, we do these usually a couple times, so you can go to any one, whichever fits your schedule. Just pick one and you'll go to it. Try to make it to the bootcamp one because it's going to be all the people that went with the bootcamp with you. I want you to realize that this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for you to personally be trained by someone who's been in the business over 18 years. Plus, get access to designers, programmers, and more. And the key here is not to try to do too much. Just answer the question your market has. And remember that everything must have a part in your message and lead your customer to what makes you money. Now, 2 bonuses we have here I want to reiterate is the Go to Work with Marcus Day, where you're actually going to fire up your computer and you're going to come to work here with me virtually and see what I do every day to make money. Right? You're going to see the day-to-day tasks. You're going to see how I go for new markets, everything. And number 2 is the live meeting in Orlando. Now, I'm also adding another ridiculous bonus, which is crazy, where you're going to see live me create a product online. I'm going to take it from a niche to a product to actually making sales. Okay, you're going to see me do that live. We're going to go through. Now, you can get the details for this course at simplesitesbootcamp.com. This is by invite only. So what you're going to do is you're going to go to simplesitesbootcamp.com, simplesitesbootcamp.com. You're going to fill out this form. Okay, fill this out. It's a quick little thing. Tell me your story. Fill this out. This is how you're going to sign up for Bootcamp. You're going to fill this out. You could even say in the box at the bottom, just be like, I want Bootcamp, okay? And then tell me your story down below. All right, really cool. This is by invite only. It's very low-key. There's only a handful of people we're taking in the Bootcamp, and we're going to walk you through it and show you the no excuses full-out attack, right? Number 1, find your need market. Number 2, select your medium. Where are they? Number 3, structure your message. Number 4, create your resource. Number 5, get your affiliate offers. Number 6, test your links, ads, emails, find out what they want. Number 7, get involved with your market. And number 8, tweak for big profits. The question to you, I have, is can you change your life in 90 days? Right? In the next 90 days, can you go through this course and learn exactly what's going on? Because what I'm doing is I'm changing the game again. After 5 years of not having a boot camp, we're going to have no frills, no fluff, just straight up skills to profit online. Now, here are some things that I realized personally after teaching thousands of people how to do this business. 1, you need a straightforward system that works if you work it. It's got to be able to, it's got to work if you do the work, right? You can't do something that maybe it'll work. It's got to be something that you know is going to work. And you have to be willing to make it work and put forth the effort. Like these success stories you guys will see on the Bootcamp page where Jim was there. He set up a site. He made like $7 grand a month with it. I think that was his best month. This guy here still makes a living online. This guy here made a lot with his site. Very, very cool. So you got to really, really, really focus. Okay, now the results are not typical, implied, or guaranteed. I don't know what you're going to get. The average person, we don't know what they get. Most of them don't even tell us. But some of them do really good. And we got to look at that. Now, number 2, you need to have personal support and guidance. Okay, that's what's stopping you. You need personal support. You need someone to say, hey, here's what we got to do. Okay, very important. Number 3, you need a starting point. You're going to be like, Marcus, I need a starting point. So for 2018, we're going to give you a starting point. I'm going to give you a domain name. We've got a typo here. It's actually 2018. And I'm going to give you some ideas to work with. Very important. So you're going to get a custom niche idea, top-level domain, and you're going to walk through the entire 16-week course with me. Number 4, the 4th thing that I see people need is they need to stick with it. Right? The problem is that so many things out there give you an out. Like, I don't have to do that. I could just, go and get a refund in 30 days or whatever. All right, we don't want students like that. I want students that are really, really willing to make it work. And in order to help you stick with this and actually do it, we have a no refund policy. Over the years, I found that those that do this and get help can and will make it work. This is a complete software system and a training for 16 weeks where I'm going to guide you and make it work. Very, very cool. This is my plan to weed out time wasters who are just looking for another shiny object. This is something that's going to work if you do it, okay? Again, we don't know what results you're going to get, but I'm going to work really hard to help you get results. We're going to look at why things are working, why things aren't working, how to get in there. So in 8 weeks, you will have a resource, actually by week 4. So that's the deal, right? We want to go through, and here's what we got to do. We got to stop focusing on all the stuff out there, and we got to focus on what works. Don't try to do too much, just answer the question. Everything you do needs to have a part in your message. Now, here are some bonus training weeks that we're going to have. We're going to have the going fishing method for creating profits on demand. We're going to teach you how I create my videos and structure them to get traffic and sales, even if you don't want to be on camera. We're going to show you how to run a product launch, and we're going to show you the evolution of a simple site in detail. You're going to watch live as I do this. As a bonus, we're also going to give you 25 niche markets you can look at, learn from, and use. Really cool. So here's the deal. How many of you guys have been watching my videos a while, and you're like, it's go time. I don't want to mess around. I want Marcus to take me to the finish line. I want to make this work. Now, here's an example of some of the domains you can check out that we have that'll help you and get in there. So here's what you're going to do right now. You're going to go to simplesitesbootcamp.com, okay? You're going to go here. You're going to fill the form out. Tell me if you want Bootcamp. Okay, after you fill this form out, okay, you're going to put your name here, put your email here, okay? Fill this out. Be like, hey, Marcus, I'm struggling with this. I need help with this, and I'm willing to spend whatever. Okay, put I need Bootcamp, then put in your story here, okay? Put in your phone number, okay? Click send. Once you're on send, it might ask you this. It usually doesn't. It's just because I fill out my own form all the time. Let's see. Got to get all the cars. Get all the cars. Here's cars. Verify. Okay, cars. There's a car. There's a car. Here's a car. There's a car. Okay, then it's going to go through. You're going to send it. You're going to be on this page. Stay on this page. Okay, stay here and get me on live chat. The only way you can sign up for Bootcamp is by talking to me or someone on my staff personally. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to stop the webinar in just a minute. You're going to go fill this out, and then you're going to hang out on the page. If you already filled it out, just hang out on this page. Okay, I'll see you there, and you can actually click the live chat. I think do we have live chat on this page? Yeah, so live chat's down here. Just click this and say, Marcus, I want Bootcamp. So let me turn on the live chat. Okay, you're going to go here, and you're going to say, I want live chat. This is going to pop up. You're going to say, Marcus. You're going to say your name, and you're going to say, I want Bootcamp now. Okay? And put your email in here, and then this is going to pop up, and boom, you can join Bootcamp with me online privately. Okay? And then I'll send you the link, and we'll talk about it and make sure you're a right fit. But first, fill that out. Okay? Remember, this is how it's going to work. There's tons of offers that you can go through. Now, a lot of people say the biggest holdback is money. Like, if it was less expensive, I'd join in a heartbeat. But I want you to remember that you can't afford not to join this. Why? Because it's going to teach you what's going to work. And what I've done is I've actually priced this at what one of my simple sites makes in a good day. Right? So I was like, what's one of my good sites make on a good day? Boom, that's the price. Okay, now just think of it. If you get a site that makes you like 30 bucks a day or 10 bucks a day or 100 bucks a day, would it not be worth it to go through this at no matter what the cost is? I mean, you got to think about this realistically, because here's the deal, and I'm already getting a lot of people that are saying they want Bootcamp on live chat. Just sit tight if you're on live chat, and I'll get you guys the link. But here's the deal. A lot of people let the money thing stop them. They're like, Marcus, I don't want to spend $100 bucks, $1,000 or whatever to join something. I just want to make money. But think about this for a minute. There are people out there that spend like $100,000 to buy a franchise for a sandwich shop, and at the end of the year, they make like 30 to 80 grand a year, and they spent a fortune on it. But for some reason, when it comes to online stuff, people think, I want to spend $37, and I want everything to work for me, and then when I make $1,000 a day, I'll buy something else. It doesn't work that way. You have to look at it realistically, because if you were to take the cost of Bootcamp and be like, okay, what do I need to make in a day? Okay, look at it. Let's say you go through Bootcamp, and all I do is teach you how to make 20 bucks a day. Okay, so you're like, Marcus taught me to make $20 a day. At the end of the year, that's like $7,300. Okay, now, would you pay $1,000 to learn that? Would you pay $1,000 to learn how to make $7,300 a year? Okay, again, not guaranteed or anything. We're just using hypothetical numbers. But I don't think $20 a day is out of reach for most people. I think that's something everyone on this call can do if they wanted to. Right? How many of you guys right now, you'd be like, I'd sign up on the dotted line if you could teach me to make $7,300 a year. Or even if you could teach me to make 5 sites that do that. It's $100 a day. Right? Boom. It's 36 grand a year. That's the same amount our guy is paying to start a sandwich restaurant, and he's paying $100,000 to get that same result. Right? Think about that for a minute. So if you're into that, go over to simplesitesbootcamp.com. Remember, you can't afford not to do this. Think of all the time and money you have spent so far. Right? I guarantee you've probably spent thousands so far on tools, on training, on hours wasted not knowing what you're doing. So here's the deal. You need the belief that you can actually do this. How many of you guys believe right now you can do this? You're like, Marcus can probably teach me to set something up that'll make me 10 bucks a day, 20 bucks a day. And I know once I do that, I can make another one or replicate it and do even better. The thing here is people have the fear of failure. And when they have the fear of failure, it's not about can you make money, right? It's like, can you lose weight? Everyone can. Everyone can make money. It's not can, it's will you, okay? Like Option Out said, yes, I can, but will you? Will you? All of us here have the same opportunity. We got the same internet. We got the same level. We just go through and we do it. Will you do what it takes to make your living online? SimpleSitesBootcamp.com. Fill that out. Do you have a fear of failure? Most people do this. They're afraid to fail, and they stick their head in the sand. But here's the fact. There's only 2 fears that you're born with. One is a fear of loud noise and falling. All the rest is learned, and it's a lot of hard work. Here's the deal. You taught yourself to be afraid of this stuff. What are you afraid of? Setting up a site and it doesn't work? Seriously, that's what you're afraid of? Like, I don't know if I can help you if that's your fear. You need to go do it. You got to do it. You got to make it work. You got to be deliberate. Like the guy who did that Facebook ad. Go be deliberate. You can't just set up a site and Facebook ad and be like, oh, well, it failed. Got 125 people. They didn't buy, but they did like it. Okay, why? Why did they not do it? You figure that out, then you got a winning combination. And in Bootcamp, you can come to me and be like, Marcus, this is the ad I did. Why didn't it work? And I'll be like, here's how it didn't work. This is why. So start judging things by results, not success or failure. And remember, no one on the internet has made it easier for you. No one gives you the starting point. They always assume you're going to find your niche on your own and know what you're doing. Most people don't. Right? I didn't know what niche I was going to go into when I started. Had no idea. I didn't know I was going to do smiley faces, right? Very important. So go to simplesitesbootcamp.com, fill the form out, okay? Make money, make a difference, make it work. We're going to hold your hand every step of the way. We're going to show you all the ins and outs. I'm going to show you how this is a huge upside with very little potential downside. I'm going to show you how it's incredibly easy to get started, how it's an in-depth training program, a long-term relationship between me and you, and I'm getting bombarded by tons of people on live chat. Just sit tight. I'll get you the link after. Between me and you. This is a surefire paint-by-numbers system you just have to do. Bootcamp is starting on the 26th. We're going to have some bonuses while you wait for it to start. I always do that every time, right? It's a paint-by-numbers system. All I ask is you give me one shot to show you that this works. And I got to tell you, the biggest regret that my students have is they didn't call me 6 months ago and get started then. So if this sounds fair enough, if you're like, Marcus, this sounds fair, I want to work with you for 16 weeks. I want to make it work. And like Jim said, Jim was one of our bootcamp guys from back in 2009, and his wife didn't believe that this was going to work. She just pestered him. It was like, this isn't going to work. This isn't going to work. And he showed her a check for $7,000 passive income from a site, from free traffic. He wasn't even buying traffic. And she flipped out. She's like, this is insane. Like, you've never made $7,000 in a month in your life, and now your silly site about homework and sports makes you this money, right? And think about it for a minute. Once the transaction's done here, after taxes and fees and everything, I barely get a basket of groceries. Okay, I'm not getting rich doing the boot camp, but you might. So I got to ask you, does this idea make sense to you? And what would your life look like if 90 days ago you joined and you were like, dude, I'm looking back 90 days. Now I have this. Now I know what's going on, right? And don't have that regret that the other people have of not joining in time. All right, so here's what you're going to do. Go to simplesitesbootcamp.com. Fill the form out, okay? Fill out this form, then get me on live chat. Say, Marcus, I want to join. So you're going to go to live chat right here. You're going to put in Marcus. You're going to put your name. You're going to say, I want Bootcamp right now. You're going to put your email. I'm going to send you the link after I talk to you for a bit and make sure you're a good fit. And then, boom, there you go. So get in there. Tim says, I was just thinking about Jim from Bootcamp. Good, glad you knew him. I don't know how he's doing now. I haven't talked to him since I moved, but I think he's doing pretty good. So really cool. And Brian says, come on, everyone, just do it. So go fill out the form, okay? Filling out the form does not mean you're signing up automatically, okay? This is just my way to kind of take a look at it and see what you need help with. So we're going to use this form to help you with whatever venture you take, okay? So fill that out. Get me on live chat. Let's do the boot camp. Let's help you make money online. Thanks again for watching this webinar. I'm going to see you on live chat right now. We're going to get you in boot camp. We're not going to look back. We're going to take the steps. We're going to get past info overload, and we're going to show you what you need to do to make it work online. This is a closed group. Once we're sold out, it's done. I don't know if I'll do it again in a year or 5 years. I have no idea. The last time I did it was 5 years, and the last time was incredibly awesome. We had an awesome group of people we had in Vegas that met up, talked about marketing. One guy came to me, and he wasn't even in the boot camp. He was like, can I join your live one? And he didn't have a lot of money. I'm like, what do you got? Okay. I think it was like $700. I'm like, come to the live thing, whatever. We gave him free dinners and stuff. He joined the dinners, and he went home and he implemented what he did, and he made it work. he didn't look back, and I think he's still doing it to this day. Some of his sites made like $1,000 a day. Some of them, did less. Some of them did more. He was kicking ass. Another guy contacted me. He's like, Marcus, I got the PDF that I printed out that's all wrinkled that you sent me, and I've made money with it. He's making it work. Will you do it? It's not a question of can. It's a question of will. Will you do it? Okay, if you need a budget or a payment plan, let us know on live chat. We'll try to work with you. But at least get in there, fill out this form, and do something. Thanks again for watching. I'm excited as hell for the next boot camp. I look forward to seeing you in it. Go talk to me on live chat. Let's make it work. Thanks again for watching. See you in the next live stream. You have no excuses. Go do it. SimpleSitesBootcamp.com. Fill out the form. Get me on live chat. Talk soon.